Hey guys, what's going on? It's Michael Panetta back with another video. And today we are going to be installing the Chamberlain Wi-Fi garage door opener. Now the garage door opener that I have currently was here when the house was probably built back in the late 90s. And I guess it did good for the people that were here, but for me, unfortunately, this is the second time it's failed, so it's time to put a new one in. Now, as far as what we had here, this was a 3/4 horsepower quote-unquote whisper drive, which it wasn't too bad, but the white gear up here is what was killing me. And I've replaced this once already. As you can see, the teeth are pretty well shredded on this one as well. And you know, it's just time to replace it. So Chamberlain was nice enough to send out to their Wi-Fi garage door opener for me to try out. Now this is a 1.25 horses. So we're almost doubling what I had previously, and I don't think that will be a problem at all. But we have all the parts here that we're going to need to install this. And the nice thing is the system that's already in place has the brackets and everything to hold up the motor. I'm going to be replacing obviously the motor itself and the track that goes all the way to the wall that pulls up the garage door. So that's what I want to replace, and I think it should go fairly smoothly. It's not a very difficult process, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. Okay, so there are a few things that we're going to need to do. First thing we're going to need to do is unbolt the motor from the frame. And then, of course, we're going to have to detach or take off the railing. Now, the one thing that is extremely important with a garage door opener is that it's level. Now, I don't know if this started off as level, but that's how much further up we're going to need to go on the, well, right about there, on the body of this to get it level. So like I said, I don't know if it started off level and the weight just took it down, but I think that may be one of the main reasons why that gear was wearing out. The garage door opening up, it's kind of going downhill a little bit, but to close it, it's going uphill. Now that's added strain on the motor that it probably shouldn't have. But like I said, I don't know if it started off level, but we're talking a good ½ inch off. So that's something I'm gonna have to look at when I mount this. I may have to cut the, take these down and cut these to go a little bit shorter and frame that up. So we'll see when we do that, but I'm gonna take all this down first. All right, so the track was a little bit slanted the first time around. I want to fix this now, and so what you want to do is get the highest travel point of your garage door, which I've determined here, and I've braced the door up. And what I want to do is get a level and actually level this off, and this is about 2 inches. So what you're going to do is you're going to mark this right here. This is level, so that's going to help me. And what I want to do is mark this and go up about 2 inches from there, and I can mount my new bracket. Now the nice thing is this is actually going to be fixed, and because I can see right now where it was already too high, so that's actually perfect. So when I mount this, I'll also check it over here and see if we need to correct that at all. So let's go ahead and take the old bracket off, put the new one on, put the door down. So we know this is dead center right here, so we're just gonna take this out. Next, we're gonna measure up 2 inches from our original mark that we did with the highest point of travel of the door. And this is where the bottom of our bracket will go. I'm gonna mark on the outside here because we're awfully close to the old bolt mark. All right, I think we're good. I think we got it. So let's go ahead and drill some pilot holes for the bolts. That's one. And that's 2. All right, and we're in. So, next step, let's put this bad boy up. That should push right through. There we go. I didn't like the way that this was sitting because this was just sitting too low. So what I did was, instead of using these braces to mount plate into it, I took the braces from the kit and I cut them and I mounted it this way from here to the bracket that was already there. Now, I could probably remove this one in there. I don't know. I think it's probably a nice bracket to hold against. But this is 100% level, so I'm happy with that. So I don't think this is gonna move. I mean, that's not moving at all. And I think with this here up against this, that'll probably be even better. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is hook up the wires for the sensors and the control panel and plug her in, and that's about it. All right, now we wanna do the control panel, which sits on the wall next to the door. And these cables or wires were already run. And what I want to do is there's white and then a white cable with a red stripe, obviously W for the white and then the R for the red. Hook those up, screw them in, and then the next thing I want to do is actually do the screw mounts against the wall. Gonna put that in, and once that's done being put in, you're actually just going to push it in, slide it down, and then there is another screw that you can put right behind the open button. It folds up. And then you put that in. At this point, once I plug the motor in, we're ready to go. I'm extremely happy with how quiet this thing is. And the cool thing is the app that goes along with it. You do have to sign in every time, but I do have my information stored with my fingerprint scanner. And on the app itself, it actually shows how long the door's been open. And when you're ready to close it, you actually just tap the door, and we're gonna do it right now. Now, when you do it on the app, it's gonna beep for a few seconds, just to let everyone know who's here that may not be holding the phone, that the door is about to close. So there it goes. And then simply just take the app and to tell you how long you've been closed for, tap it, and it opens right up. So the sensor cables I simply tacked up on the ceiling. I was gonna run them up into the attic, but that just got too difficult to do. Ran it along the side, and then just ran them down the face. Now I did use the existing brackets because they were already set up, and what's the sense of having to remeasure everything? The other ones work great, and they're out of the way. I didn't want to mount those other ones along the railing with a little kid and a dog. So I do have to hook up the panel on the outside of the door, just in case someone that doesn't have the app or an opener can access the garage if you want them to. And I don't know what it looks like compared to the old one, so I figured just install the new one. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Your support is always greatly appreciated, and of course, to catch the next one, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Guys, thank you so much for all the continued support. Again, thanks to Chamberlain for sending that out to me for a review. You all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.